Good morning, good morning. This is welcome to my shop, Slop's Plastic Cups. The last video of the slop in the shop. This is another, or you're going to be seeing the slop in the shop. So I'm just doing a new intro for the rest of them from now on for a while until I decide to change it. So this is Slop the shop. This is the things I'm doing. I've got 2 or 3 projects most of the time going on. Instead of trying to make videos for each project dedicated, I've decided just to take the videos of what I'm working on, and it might be a compilation, it may be one project. So that's going to be what the Slop the shop is. So enjoy. I don't know if I've got enough battery for this, but it's come in today. I ordered a dovetail cutter from Randy Richard. Here it is. And he sent a little medallion like he always does. 2 TPG inserts come from Travers, so I ordered them today too to go along with the haul. I'm waiting on some other stuff from Travers. They split my order up, so it's kind of where we at. So I'm just trying to show you what we got. And that's another end to the... Good morning. I'm just going to change some chuck jaws, and got a little project this morning we're going to work on. And one of the things I wanted to do today, video that you may have seen or may not have seen, depending on where you look, is where I modified up some, worked on some more tool holders. And at the time I'm shooting this, I haven't even put the video together. I mean, the stuff's loaded in the computer. So I'm going to probably do that here soon. But I'm still working on the tooling. I've got the I basically have gotten them all made. Oh, not all made, but I made up, and I run out of the little screws here that mounts to the top, the little flat ones. And yesterday kind of made myself have a lazier day. Wednesday it actually rained a lot. This is a Friday. Whoa, chuck jaws painted the tail this morning. Come right off, do they? Okay. So I thought I would just sort of this is, I don't know where I'm going to do this. It'll probably be pieces of this will end up in Slop the shop video. But kind of working on some stuff. So today I thought I'd take on a fairly simple project for myself. Just changing. Just to go ahead, I got to change chuck jaws, and I'm going to make make some little knurled nuts up to go on top of my tool blocks. I'm going to make a good many, because down the road here soon I got a block of steel. I'm going to make some more regular holders. Contrary to popular belief, not every tool holder I use is a modified holder. And I'm going to kind of, while I'm doing this, I'm going to yammer a minute. So basically, I'm not against regular standard tooling, but there's things that I really need. Is boring bars, little boring bars, and the main reason I want to mount a lot of my boring bars up. I had really debated on making sleeves for them and using the regular boring bar holder, but to me that's just a bit of overkill for them small boring bars. And I got several of them there in the drawer. I'm gonna probably make them. I'm gonna actually make the blocks, and I got it in my mind to custom bore them to fit the tool holders. I ain't decided all that out yet. When we get there, we'll see. So, but the one thing while I'm yammering is I tend to like these tools, but most of the time, except some rare cases, I think I did say in another video I bought one. A lot of times with these, I've either got the inserts, probably some of the inserts I use are gifts. You know, because I worked in plants and worked in a large company running CNC lathes. My job for about 20 years was hard turning, as we called it, at Eaton. But basically what I done was run a CNC lathe, and we used a lathe for a grinder to finish parts. So we had some really close tolerances, but you know, you got to understand, we run, you do this every day, and machines are set up for it, so it's not that big a deal. But then I always had to do all the experimental parts and stuff, new programs when they come through before the other guys got them. There's a friend of mine still there. I guess that's what he'll start doing. Once I, you know, he'd be the guy to troubleshoot and put all the stuff, you know, and do what all they need to do. So, but make long story short, I'm changing chuck jaws. You notice I'm cleaning and wiping and everything as I go to make sure that they're clean. And that's just one thing, and I think part of the reason I'm showing this, remind folks that maybe some of you are new to the channel or whatever, is anytime you do something this, everything you do is a basis of what you do is simple foundation. And I ain't got my safety glasses on. I'm gonna go back and get them here in a minute before I start cutting. And that way, even though I'm just cutting aluminum, that way if I have an accident, they're more designed and I don't want to mess up. The street glasses are expensive, so I got off the subject. The chuck jaws here, cleanliness, I mean, I may not be the cleanest and neatest shop you look at on YouTube. If you look at some of these other guys, they're a lot neater. I'm not one of the things I hated about working in a factory had to be, I like to be organized, but as far as just constantly wiping machines down, stuff like that, I'm not that big on it. But when you, right here though, this is important. And using compressed air is not a bad thing in the shop. You just got to be careful with it. I mean, but you know, there's all kind of different opinions. I know Mr. Pete, he just flat don't like it. But if you look at somebody who is more of a professional, like the Adam Booths and the Keith Finners, they use it. I mean, if you got to make a living, you're trying to hurry up and get to it. And usually you're fighting the deadline. It's one thing I like about being retired. No deadlines. Well, enough of me yammering on about putting these chuck jaws on. I'm gonna cut you off and go get my regular glasses, and we'll be back in a minute when I start turning with this tool. Camera's running weird. Supposed to be flipped over, but it's unusual. We'll just turn the camera over here. Here's a package come in today, and I'm going to open it up and show you what's in it. Okay, this is what was in the package. This is a DVJNL 204D. It's actually a uses a D&MG insert. It's a left-hand tool, 1.25 inch shank, so it's come out of a CNC lathe. But I wanted this to have a left-hand turning tool with a real sharp point for my mill. This is eBay find, and I thought, I'll set this thing here down while I hammer on about it. I'm holding the camera by hand. this is another reason I like modifying tools. This is a quality tool holder. It's been a little damage here, but for what I'm going to use it for, it's not a big deal. eBay. I give $35 for this tool holder. Which you say, well, I can buy that. Yes, you can. I give $35 for it. I've got D&MG inserts. It'll take me about an hour or so to dovetail it to fit my tool block. And I'll be in good shape. I'll have another real good left hand operation. And right here with it is some threaded rod. I stopped at a hardware on the way. I went to see my mother today, the way back. Picked up a couple pieces of 1/4 threaded rod. I use a lot of this, and you see me use it for tool holder studs and such as that. And I'm going to make some tool blocks for more conventional tooling for my lathe. I got a piece of hot rolled out there waiting for me to get to it when I decide to do it. So I'm going to probably use 1/4 set screws too, and I'll have to see how many I got. I may end up going to buy the box somewhere like Fast Needle or whatnot. So this is the purchase, what I picked up. Cool deal, and it works real good. And this is the reason I like modifying tools. I mean, you can buy the smaller tools, and my argument is they'll say, oh, it's a negative rate and whatever, but I'll run my argument one more time. It'll be in one of my videos. This tool will be modified and work just fine. Inserts are cheaper. The tool holder's cheaper. When you really get right down to it, I've got the time to fix it. And I'm all said and done. When I'm done with this, I've only got my time and probably, $3 worth of other material in it. I mean, you stop and think that a similar tool in the smaller inserts, positive rate stuff that you get, would be somewhere around $35 for somewhere like Shar's. You put it in a $20 or $15, $18 BXA block. So you've right out the gate automatically right there got about $45, $50 in that one tool. Plus the inserts, no matter where you buy them from, the inserts are going to run you about the same price as these 4-corner jobs here. I bought 5 inserts from Travers for this type holder. So I mean, this is Travers brand, and I think they was somewhere about $2, $3, about $4 a piece, and I get 4 corners off of them. So, and I think if you really look at the smaller inserts, they're on up par. But this is a good quality American-made old stock Kennametal, and I really like the 1 1/4 to put the dovetails in. That'd be a real firm setup in the lathe. So I'll have it ready. You'll see that along with the other bar once I get my dovetail tool in, and you'll see that. So have a good one. Good morning. I'm always collecting videos for Slop and Shop. And I apologize. Well, I'm not going to apologize. I don't show welding videos. My welding skills are not very good, man. So, I mean, I get stuff welded, but that's about it. And what I'm looking at this morning is a stand that I welded up yesterday afternoon while Chris was going to get her pedicure. I get one too now. As you get older, you can't bend up and down. Pedicures are a good thing. Give somebody else do your toes, trimmed anyway. But mine was in pretty good shape. But the ladies, they need theirs painted and a few other extras. So this is the stand. Still got some moisture on it. But I'm not wanting to paint it because it's set outside to dry. So I may go ahead and cut my plywood for it today, but I can't do much else with that. And what that is the base to put under my saw. I have casters on my saw now. I put them on myself. And the stand doesn't hold good. It kind of, trying to get a good word for it. The casters are just not big enough or sturdy enough the way they're mounted, tack welded to the legs. The saw base is plenty strong enough. So what we're doing is I made this base that should set down inside the legs. I'm gonna put 4 bigger casters on it. I went to Harbor Freight and got, and then so I'm bolting these on so I don't put any heat to the casters, so you see the bolt holes in it. Then I'm gonna cut a piece of plywood and set down in it, so it also gives me a little shelf. So I'll probably get this out today and put it, I may bring it in the shop and let it finish drying so I might could hit it with some paint later. People, this is going to be on a different video completely, but kind of going along with Slop in the shop there, I'm hoping. And what this is show you some of the video setups that I use. And this is an experimental video setup this morning. I decided to put the camera to the back of the mill and see if I get a little more light in the milling process. So the video that this is going to be attached to, there'll be like 2 different videos, but I kind of want to show you an idea. Now, this coming in the mail, short story. I emailed Randy Richard when I bought the dovetail cutter, as I didn't get any inserts from him, and I asked Randy what the type of insert was, and he gave me. So I ordered a couple extra just to have to keep in my drawer. I ordered from Traverse Tool. Since I tried to get this Dicom locally, I tried 2 different distributors, Howe Stripton here in Gastonia, and Fast Neil. Nobody carried Dicom. Howe did have some white. Now Howe used to sell all these machine shops around here. So basically they don't even carry Dicom anymore. And I always use, this is Loctite, this is 609, which is still retaining compound, it's still green. So I use sometimes 648 and sometimes 609. Either one is good, better than red, because it locks it pretty much so. So I bought some 609 this time instead of 648, but either one's a good solid unit to use. So my rant is I can't even get Loctite locally. I was getting low, and if you'll notice, I got my bottle of green turned upside down there. My red is actually at the point I can't even open. I have to dip it, but I'm gonna got plenty, and I use 3 times the green than I do the red, because most of the time the stuff I'm using Loctite on is like the tool holders for the studs and things like that, or making something I'm putting a threaded stud in that I don't want that stud to move on the one end I'm installing. So I Loctite it with green because the purpose is for it not to move. Okay, I'm done ranting. We'll see you later. Okay, also I've been painting on my stand that I showed you this morning. I come in and I shot it. Now, I thought I had bought some I had bought gloss black, and it don't look gloss to me. It looks a little bit, it does now, but it still looks a bit flat. So I don't know what the deal is with it, but it's a $1 paint. I just picked this up at Walmart, and I'm gonna bring it in the shop here, let it finish drying, and we'll cut us a piece of plywood and stuff and put this in the bottom. Then we'll work on the saw, we'll get that done too. So I don't know what the deal is, why that's sort of flat. Unless it had something to do with the paint not shook up or something, but it's black and it's going on the bottom of that. And you notice if I get down here close, if you'll notice, you see them little bitty casters don't get it. And the reason I want to fix this is obviously, you see what a bow door is, and I'm still working on it. So when I pull that out, I want this has got to be pullable, because I don't have a lot of shop room. If you notice, this is how many times I got to tell us, I guess, I don't know. But my shop is sort of small. I must be getting into, and you know, I've got a lot of stuff in here. You think I got a saw, 2 drill presses, I'm going to change the sander sometime. I keep saying I am. I ain't done it yet. Sander, the lathe, the mill, and I got a full-size mill. This Lagoon, I know you've seen it in my videos. And then I got a workbench here, and it's not messy, but it is as neat as I have had it. And I've just got my supplies laying up there where I'm working on these tools. I'm going to come back and do it. So, I just don't have a lot of room. So, the catch of it is, so, you know, I have to make usage of it, and stuff on wheels is good. That's one reason this bow door is going to be mounted in the corner so it can be out of the way. And I want to finish making tool posts for it. And basically, what little bit of tool grinding I'm going to do, high-speed steel, what little bit I'm intended on doing, is that's what I will use it for. If I want to just grab a grinder to grind on something, piece of steel, this little old Craftsman's perfectly fine for that project. I mean, it could use some upgrades too. These posts are loose. I might end up making some custom knobs for it eventually. Kind of add to the list. So the bottom line is that's where we at with the shop today, and I hope you enjoy my videos. Meanwhile, I'm yammering on again. So this is me again. So I hope you enjoyed this week's Slop in the Shop. Oh, this, I didn't call it this week because I usually put the date on it that I'm putting it out. So hope you enjoyed this Slop in the Shop when it's put together, and we will see you in the next video. Oh, boy.